What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We just did a whole 30-minute podcast and didn't record
it. Should we? No, we shouldn't start like that.
Why?
Should we? Be honest with the people. You know, guys, sometimes in life, not everything's going to go your way, and sometimes there's going to be hiccups along the road. We just filmed a 30-minute podcast so far, and then Zaps, fortunately, noticed that one of our cameras was off. And then he went over and he saw the memory card just... What happened?
I don't know, man. Technical
things.
Difficulties. It just didn't write to the card. We checked. It's just a corrupt file of 23 minutes of us describing our entire time at UVA. So we're going to do it again. Try to do it with the exact same enthusiasm.
But listen.
Boom.
We're still here. Zaps, I'm not going to lie. He was about to fall asleep on this couch. He's like, guys, I'm tired. It's 9:30 at night. You've been tired, man. You didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Why?
Why?
Because you didn't get a lot of sleep last night. It happens.
Yeah, you know?
Shit happens.
Why didn't you
You're
get
a little
lot of
banged
sleep
up
last
right
night?
now.
This is how the podcast starts now?
No, this isn't how the podcast starts because sometimes we don't have great sleeps. I haven't had great sleeps in the past 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, man. Last
I've
week
been
in Virginia Tech.
sleeping like a king the last 2
Dude,
weeks.
and I'm glad, man, because I'm here for you, man. I'm
here
glad
for you,
have.
dude.
I'm glad, dude. It's been
But
a great
yeah.
time. We were in Charlottesville, motherfucking Virginia. Thanksgiving week. We had Friendsgiving Thursday. That was fucking butter.
Dude.
That was good. Thanksgiving.
Was it the best
Everything
mac and
was-
cheese that you've ever had?
Oh, I was going to say everything was great except the mac and cheese.
Let's talk about it. We started the week, and we're in Charlottesville, Virginia. This is our last stop on Buzzing Across America Season 5. Wild, by the way. 13 weeks has gone by. Friendsgiving, Chanchy, talk about the day, because I was down and about, strep throat, antibiotics, in fucking bed, don't feel great. You talk about the whole journey. What was going on for
can I
Friendsgiving?
just add that in? When you were sick, like, you oddly rest in a weird way. Like, I feel like I went up there, all your lights were on. You're sitting just straight up in your bed. No eyes closed. You're just like this.
wait.
Not on his
Chip,
computer or anything?
No, just... I'm like, Chip, food's ready.
Wait, I was probably
It was like you were getting, like, possessed or
To
something.
be honest, sometimes like you can't like sleep the entire time, so you like wake up and then you just like stare, and I'm just like thinking like it's
I've
gonna
never
be
done
okay,
that.
you know, it's gonna be okay type thing.
I
I don't
don't
know.
really do that.
I honestly don't really remember that, but fuck, that's
Yeah,
embarrassing.
It was pretty weird. I
Fuck,
was like,
that's good to know.
this is what this guy does.
That's okay, but
Same
Friendsgiving.
guy that listens to the same song over and over.
yeah.
Anyways,
Bobbles his AirPods and just
Walks
stares
back
at
and
it.
forth on phone calls.
Paces, yeah.
Anyways, Friendsgiving. What did you make, man? What did you make, Chef Shitty Ramsey?
Chef Shitty Ramsey.
Chef Ramsey.
Dude, I made the best mac and cheese
Why was it the best?
because it just tasted the best, bro. Tell me it wasn't amazing.
It was really good.
I made it from scratch. I had pasta. Obviously, the pasta wasn't from scratch. I'm not that Italian here. But also don't have the time for that. But pasta, Zaps wanted the shell pasta. Put that, boiled that. While that was boiling, got the pancetta. Started grilling that up a little bit of pancetta. How we doing? And that was, being grilled while the pasta was boiling. Pasta finished boiling. Put that into the strainer. Put it into a side tray. Oil that up so the pasta doesn't stick. Then we start making the sauce, the cheese fondue. Put some mozzarella, some Mexican cheese blend in there. Mix it up. Get a little cheesy. At first, honestly, I did not think it was going to work at all. I did not think it was going to work because it was super wet. It was super liquidy. And it was supposed to be thick. At the end of the recipe, it said it needs to be thick, like very thick. And it was, I had it on the burner. I put the milk, the half and half. I put the flour. I put the cheese. The cheese started melting, but the cheese got like a weird kind of texture. I think it's because I used the bag cheese. But anyways, it started going as I added more cheese. And then it got in perfect thickness, dude, just out of nowhere. The consistency, the viscosity of this sauce
Viscosity of this fucking thing, man.
was incredible. Like it was like a marshmallow blend of just cheese and milk. And so once that was done, I put the pancetta in there, put the pasta in there, mixed it all around, put it back into the tray, put some breadcrumbs on top, some Parmesan cheese on top. Threw that in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes.
I'm not gonna lie. It was I didn't fucking. I don't think I ate all day. And that mac and cheese, I'm gonna be honest, dude, it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was
and
really
honestly,
good.
like, good for you. That was fucking incredible.
That
Next
was
morning-
honestly one of my I think that was the best thing I've ever cooked in my life.
Yeah.
So good.
Next morning, I woke up at like 6 a.m. Just released all of it in liquid form out of my ass.
Really?
Yeah, I had the worst diarrhea ever.
I'm sorry to hear, dude.
It's all right. It just maybe it wasn't that great of mac and cheese.
No, dude, that was definitely not the mac. I didn't shit my pants.
Dude, you know
like
how
that.
much cheese was in there, bro?
Yeah, I mean, but that's mac and
That's
cheese,
mac and
bro.
cheese, man.
What do you want? Fucking red sauce in there? It's literally mac and cheese.
I was fuck off. My bad.
Oh, dude, no. But
No,
it was a
shit,
mac.
Fuck off.
It was a
Don't
mac and
disrespect
cheese.
my mac and cheese like that again.
Yeah, you shouldn't disrespect his mac like that, apparently. But the mac and cheese
We
was
had
gas.
chicken,
Little chick.
some chicken cutlets, some potatoes, some broccoli.
Yeah.
Boys ate well Thursday night.
Dude,
really
cream
well.
donuts, Krispy Kreme donuts. His dessert was
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
awesome.
dude.
So Friendsgiving, success. The guys crushed it. Absolutely crushed it on the meal. It was awesome.
The dishes are still sitting in the.
That's okay.
sink.
We'll worry about that in an hour and a half. That's fine.
Yeah.
But anyways, Thanksgiving week. We're here in Charlottesville, Virginia, visiting UVA. This is a tough week because it's Thanksgiving week and everyone and their fucking mom wasn't here. It was just one of those weeks where the entire school doesn't give a fuck about their football team because they're not that good at football. So they don't want to go back and like kind of, cut their Thanksgiving break a little bit early. So 90% of the school wasn't here. So now we're like, fuck, we're already here. It's Monday night. We got to commit. We can't go anywhere. We're not going to Michigan because we already did that game last year.
Yeah, we highly debated it.
There
though,
was a
for
debate at one
second.
point, are we
There's
going to the
about
game?
30 seconds. Are we about to just ship to Ann Arbor?
Fuck, that could have been a move, but tickets
I
were
had
already
a
bought for
ticket.
these guys. So
I had a ticket, and I also had my family had 2 other tickets.
And you had flights out of Washington.
yeah.
No, I'm saying to the Michigan game.
Oh.
we had tickets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did they go?
I think maybe my brother and his friends ended up taking them, but then Teskey texted me and he wanted me to go with him with his extra ticket. So we would have had 3. We just had to buy 1. But we didn't go there.
But that's
unfortunately.
okay.
Go
Anyways,
Blue.
we stayed here at UVA. It ended up working out really great. It was one of those weeks where you either came Saturday morning before the game was at 3:30 or you came like late Friday night. So it was kind of dead, leading up to the entire week. So it was basically just like a Saturday with some
This
tours
was like
on
the
Friday.
only time I think we've ever only filmed content on like one day for Buzzing Across America. Other than like the
Yeah.
Michigan Ohio State game
Yeah.
last year, which was technically not Buzzing Across America, and the tours that we did on Friday with baseball and wrestling. But other than that, like party wise, I think this is the only time we've ever done like one day of content.
That
Yeah.
might be true,
So,
actually. Yeah.
It might be a short video.
Could be, but honestly, here's the thing. It worked. It ended up working out. We ended up working for the Greek life with the brothers at formerly known as Fiji. Super good dudes. The row was awesome. We'll touch on that really quick. Long street, like frat house, sorority house, kind of like you said was an Animal House vibe.
Yeah, it felt like, so we did the frat tour today with formerly known as for Fiji, and they have a massive field across from the frat row and or Greek row, and the houses just reminded me of like the poster of Animal House.
It did.
Yeah.
And when we were touring, formerly known as Fiji, there was a big poster up on one of the rooms in the house of what it looked like back in the 80s.
Crazy,
and it looked
bro.
exactly like I mentioned of like Animal House, in the sense of like the entire field was filled up with people. There was people on the roofs of the houses.
Yeah.
It just looked like a gritty row.
It
and
seemed
it
like-
looked like it's had its days.
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know, maybe it's just that occasion, but I feel like our parents, when they went, well, maybe not your parents, but the U.S. parents, like when they went to college, it was like probably 10 times crazier. Like
100%.
no strict rules. Like all they had was to go and meet people at parties.
That's just a fact.
Like, yeah, like I just can't even imagine. That whole field looked like it would have been the best tailgate we would have been at.
Yeah,
Or,
it's like
party.
people just like it. Nowadays, everything needs to be planned. It needs to be invitations. like,
promoted.
yeah, that looked like it's just like people just knew every day at like 5 o'clock after class. You
You're
pull up
there.
here and you just fire.
Yeah.
And I think that has to do with a few things. I think it has to do with like obviously IFC just being probably ruining everything that has to do with
shits
Greek
that
life.
happened in the past caused
Yeah, well, obviously the bads that have come out have caused like the
restrictions.
and more like of the reduction in regards to like having fun with Greek life, and they're
Yeah.
becoming stricter overall. But not only that, I feel like even social media as a whole, like having, like you just said, having to plan things like you can text, where are you guys going tonight? We're going to go to this frat. We're going to go to this frat. So like you can kind of figure out what's going to be good. But if there's no like social media and it's just like by word of mouth, hey, just show up here, and like everyone shows up there. That almost the simplicity of it just makes it that much better because there's nothing else. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's almost like social media has complicated. Everyone wants to figure out where they're going, what's going to be the best move because you can now because it's just easy to find
and there's
out.
always high expectations.
Exactly.
Always.
But
like,
now,
no matter what it is, because everyone's gonna make a graphic look sick.
Dude, you
They're gonna make
legit
a video look sick. Like you can do so many things editing wise, but like back in the day, man, that was raw, just partying, man.
just go. People are probably fucking on the field.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man.
No, like straight up.
Yeah, probably.
I can see STDs just squirming in the fucking grass, dude. That's
Yeah.
how fucking it was so massive. Like you can just see like shit happening.
I
You know what I mean?
Imagine like what it looked like back then.
Unreal. But the row was good anyways. So that we show up to the tailgate, we show up early, Chuck and Cube with a couple of the guys, good vibes. Tailgate packs up, and again, it was one of those weekends where there's not a lot of UVA kids, but holy fuck, did Virginia Tech pull out? This was the only tailgate going on because, as we said before, every other frat there weren't enough members to like do anything, and it was the kind of thing where like we're not even here. Formerly known as Fiji, only one throw-in. It ends up turning into a great success. Packed their whole front yard, awesome. A lot of Virginia Tech people though. Yeah, what?
Great success.
Is that how I said that?
Great success.
Didn't mean to say it like that, but that's how it came out.
Very nice. How much?
Fuck. Is that how I said that?
No, I just reminded me of that quote. Yeah.
Nice. But it was great. A lot of Virginia Tech people, probably like 70-30 ratio from Virginia Tech to UVA, we could say.
Yeah.
And it's probably just because they care more. That's just kind of the fan base. They grade your guys like, yeah, we're going to make it. But UVA guys are more like, I'm good. You know what I mean?
We're just here to have fun.
Yeah.
Maybe not even fun. Just a
Not
couple
even
beers.
there. They're not even there.
Couple beers.
Yeah, just some beers. That's
Yeah.
really it. But like Virginia Tech, the biggest difference, Virginia Tech guys, you can tell they want to get after it, want to showcase a good time, like be on camera. UVA guys, see a camera? Not my thing.
A little more business.
Yeah,
A little more classy.
Yeah.
Which nothing wrong with
A
that.
little
Nothing
more
wrong with it.
reserved.
Yeah,
Everyone's got their
niche.
Yeah.
You know?
Not every niche looks the best on camera. and
Yeah.
For what we do, and yeah, everyone has their own groups, but I would say it's more professional. Like just they maybe a better head on their shoulders.
Strictly business. You
Like,
know what
yeah,
I mean? It's
like,
just strictly
yes
business.
and no.
type
I'd
shit.
say I'm not a big fan of that statement because it's like, dude, like one clip of you shotgunning beard going on
Well, I'm
a
not
YouTube
saying
channel
that.
is not gonna lose your job, but
Yeah.
Let's just say someone in our clip has lost their job because of what they've said on our videos. So
well, that
This
was
year.
because he said.
Yeah.
Well, that
I'm
also
just
got
saying.
approved. That also did get approved.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
down for it.
He wanted
needed
it on.
Consequences.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Sometimes the wrong thing can get viral. Is the best way I could put it. But overall, the tailgate was super fun. Boys have been Borgin recently. That's been a fucking huge success. I mean, what?
Great success.
Fuck me, dude. I can't even flow
why is that in
words
your
right now.
vocab? all
I
Yeah,
don't know.
why are you saying us Borging has been a huge success? You feel
I don't
sound
think
like
I've ever-
Donald Trump.
I don't know. Sorry.
It was the best Borg, one of the best
Borg's-
Borgs ever.
I don't know what's going on right now, but this Borg's been incredible. I don't know why.
Borg life has treated me well.
Charlottesville, you've been phenomenal people here.
Huge success.
And then we have Biden, who just can't even fucking walk off the stage. But anyways, we're not going to get into that. We're sticking on Charlottesville. Tailgate was great. You guys have been Borging. It's
You're
been
also
dope
on
as
your
fuck.
tippy toes.
I'm on my
too.
tippy toes. I'm just getting. There's a lot going on right now.
You
It's
good?
late hours, scary hours. I'm great. Are you good?
I mean, I'm like a little stressed.
What's wrong?
Stressed.
I gotta like pack everything.
You have so much time. You have unlimited time.
What would Gary Vee say?
perspective.
You got time, man.
Yeah.
You got
Wait, time?
time. Exactly. It's 9:40 right now. 9:40.
You get to bed by midnight.
Boom.
You got 6 hours of sleep. Sleep a little bit on the plane.
Yeah, but I have a lot to pack and like go through.
it's packing.
Anyways.
Anyway.
We go to the game. I'm Buzz. I just called you fucking Buzz. Zaps, you were fucking buzzing.
I was buzzing.
You
dude.
were on you were on that Borg hit you nicely and you were flying.
Yeah, I was on full wings, Delta Airlines type shit, American Airlines, whatever you want to do. Definitely not Spirit Airlines, but
No
Guys
chance.
got the gliders out.
Yeah.
Landing at Tilted.
yeah, I was landing at Tilted, getting mats and resources for the squad.
Pleasant Park, maybe.
Yeah, and just getting a nice fort, moving to the next circle.
No,
That's
you
kinda
were
the main
you
goal.
were moving to circle, crushing it, Change. You were also there, maybe not as much as Zaps, but you were feeling great too.
I did feel great.
Yeah. Why was that?
Borgs just get you going. Borgs
fire
just
you up.
set a great base for the day. Add
Yeah.
a little shotguns, couple fireball shooters in
Yep.
there, and you're buzzing like a bee.
African Hornet. It was fucking amazing.
I do like that word base. It's a good base.
Yes.
I don't think you can run on it all day unless you like
Put an entire bottle of vodka.
put an entire bottle
That
of
might
vodka.
be too much.
But like it's a great base where I could just be sipping that and then like take a high noon, take a Fireball.
Yeah,
like shit like that.
You can start adding in other pieces to the repertoire, and you
Without-
can still feel
yeah.
good. You're not feeling gross because you're not just drinking just 15 Busch Light to feel something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not the move, man. You
Not
want to
the
get
move.
fucking. Give me a shooter, yeah. Give me a White Claw to shotgun. Give me a fucking.
I also
beer.
think it's good because you could mix a little bit too and not feel not feel like you're gonna yak because like it's just water and vodka with some flavoring. Versus if you had 10 beers and then that one shot of tequila, one shot of vodka might just fucking mess up your stomach.
Tastes like shit.
So you keep the beers and the seltzers to a minimum. Keep the vodka and the hards as a base. Add in some shooters in there, whatever you want.
Yeah,
you feel good.
Feel really good, and the boys were feeling really good going in this game. And we snuck the fuck in. Chance, do you want to talk about the story?
Wasted money on tickets.
Fuck.
We bought the tickets. If I knew we could sneak in, we should just keep. Why don't we just? I mean, we're done now. But why didn't we just attempt to sneak into every game? It doesn't go well. Then we buy the tickets.
That honestly that makes sense.
We
It's just
should have
not
done
us,
that.
bro. It's just not us.
No, but we don't need to attempt to sneak in the sense of like jumping over a fence and potentially getting like trespassing. But in the way that we just did the sneak in was not even sneaking in. We just walked in and no one knew,
Yeah.
So it's a different type of scene.
But
It's not
also
like
we
we're
were
making a
telling
whole
the
video
truth.
out of it.
We're also telling the truth. Like we bought the tickets and everything, and then we kind of just got lucky when we got brought over. She's like, "Go to the ticket place," and we're like, "Fuck that." She gets called away, and we just sneak right in. At least that's what you guys tell me.
You don't even remember it.
I mean, like I remembered everything going down, but like I had no idea. Like I was not there to like recognize the situation.
Yeah.
And be like, "Yo, we don't have tickets." I was just following the leader. Like,
Yeah, we had tickets and then we showed them because we didn't actually have the physical tickets. We only had a confirmation of the tickets because they didn't get sent yet, or I didn't have service to like receive the email and download the tickets. But she didn't fuck with the confirmation. Told us to go to will call. I said fuck that. We waited like for a little bit. She turned her head. Go time. Just walked in.
The fact that I didn't know too is like we walked in so casually, bro. Like it was like a normal walk. We just slowly just trotted in this random way, and I was like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah, I was just watching her, and the moment she turned her head, I was like, "Go," and we just walked.
Yeah. So it's you. This is where I was kind of nervous. So Zaps was fucked. Honestly, good thing you were fucked, because if you were sober, you would have been like, you just wouldn't have gone, and you would have watched us go, or you would have been like, no, we can't do that.
Well, like to me, like it just doesn't make sense if we had the tickets. Like,
yeah,
we
but
have the tickets, but now we have to go wait in line, get to
Yeah.
for will call, and like get the tickets, and go back in line. It's just a waste. Like we had the tickets,
but at the same time, in like my back of my head, I'll be like, "Yo, guys, it's Virginia football. Like, we can wait like
Fair.
a little bit of the game."
Fair. But anyways, so it ended up working out really good.
Yeah.
So Change goes, Tim goes, I go, then Zaps goes. Here's the thing. We make a right to this hallway. It's about 100 meters till you like make the left and you're in the crowd, but it's just us four walking. At any point, we're not speed walking, we're just walking. At any point, if she like turns around to security, they're sneaking in, we're fucked. Like we're just literally fucked. Once we make the left and we get in, you want to get into a crowd if you're sneaking in, so no one can see you. Even if they notice you're gone, too late. You're in the crowd. You're not gonna find them. But we make it in. We feel good. We go to the student section right away. It was one of those student sections which was similar to Clemson. I can't remember the other school that also had this, but it was just a hill where it's like a slant and then grass and like mud, but there's no like stands and there's no assorted seating. You just kind of just throw yourself in. Super fun. Everyone's there. You guys don't love it a ton or as much as I did because it's like it's the slant and you're like you see your shins and your calves are on fire.
Well, I mean, like even like if you go to a bleacher, like at other games, and there's like a slight bolt that's loose, and there's like a tilt in that in the thing, and it'll be like tilted just this way or just a little bit that way, or even if the benches are like curved, like my fucking shins and calves are ruined.
Yeah.
So like on that fucking hill, you're like that at least, like your legs are like that. Like it's just not ideal to celebrate. Like there's no organization. It's like
that's fair.
Like I feel like people could just go and sit down in there if they wanted to. Like
the sitting down too is kind
it's
of
just
annoying.
weird. Like picnic vibes. Like, what the fuck?
What are we doing?
What the fuck are we doing?
Are we in high school?
Like, even Clemson, you know? Like, Clemson's was pretty sick, but I still had the same complaints. It's like...
A lot of people sitting down at Clemson.
Yeah. It's like, what are we doing?
There was another one we went to that I kind of...
What was it that was also a hill?
Mizzou.
That's what it was. Thank you. And we were just lying down.
We were just sitting
Lying
there
down,
playing
'cause that
football with 4-year-olds.
Playing
Yeah.
football with 4-year-olds. Why the fuck not? It was a good little family vibe.
I don't think that's a student section, though.
That was...
I think it was just like a open
common area, but it was still it was chill. But anyways, Virginia football. Listen. We came to Virginia at a bad time. It was Thanksgiving week. 90% of the school wasn't there. Not a football school. Their baseball is ranked top 10, top 5, and they're a basketball known to be notoriously a basketball school, not a football school. They got absolutely pumped by Virginia Tech. It was never close.
Butt fuck.
And the game, just to give perspective on the game, it's like a home game for Virginia Tech because all the UVA kids are too cool to be here. So Virginia Tech, they're like, why the fuck not? I don't want to see my family. I just want to get drunk with the boys. They're going to the game. So much maroon and orange, and it's a 55-17 game. They got shit on, which doesn't
Basically
make
a home
sense.
game, bro.
Doesn't make sense at all because, like you said, first of all, the spread was 2. Virginia Tech was only supposed to win by 2, and UVA being, you said, a 3-8 team, their wins were against UNC, Duke, and they've kept majority of the games relatively close. Correct.
And they played some good teams. Miami, FSU.
Great teams.
So, I mean, I thought they were going to win.
So
Straight up.
I had UVA money on too.
Yeah, like I really thought, I thought they could have came out there and blew them out, to be honest, just because VT hasn't been like great all year. They've won the games they're supposed to win.
Yeah.
But they've lost like pretty handedly to good teams. And I thought UVA might have just been like that team that had a bad record but didn't really, showcase their skill. And the record didn't reflect how good of a team they were.
I feel that.
Based off of looking at their history and seeing like how good they've done them in good teams and how close the games that they lost were.
Yeah.
So like if it's a 1-score game in every single game and you're like 1-7, it's just like, maybe the ball didn't bounce your way. Like you just have been an unlucky year.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Fair.
Well,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
VT came in and fucking proved that theory wrong.
And I think that was it described a lot. It was how the day started. Even with the tailgate, a lot of VT people, the people on camera, go Hokies, like very like VT. The vibes, if you think about it, at the start of the day was always Virginia Tech, and it relayed to the game. It relayed to the crowd, the chants. There were more Hokie chants than there were UV. I don't even know what UV
was
is.
their chant?
Wahoo,
Wahoos.
No, Wahoo, the Wahoo. They have some like Wahoo chant or something. I still don't know what it is. It's a fish that like drinks 3 times its body weight or something. Some girl was telling me at the bar, and she's like, it's a fish that drinks like 3 times its body weight. What? I don't even understand. You guys are the
How
Cavs.
do fish drink?
No idea. Don't
they breathe water?
It literally doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. I thought you guys were the Cavs. That's a fish, apparently a Wahoo. No idea. Virginia Tech pumps them. Tough.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of tough.
pretty much a home game for Virginia Tech.
Kind of a home game.
If someone knows like what this Wahoo thing is, I would love
tell
to
me.
see what it is in the comment section
Same.
because yeah.
What is it?
What like that makes no sense.
Bro, like,
a
we
fish
looked it
that drinks
up.
3 times its weight.
It was like
Because I don't even think fish drink.
they were referred to in the old the 1890s as the Wahoos.
Bro, it's a fish. Apparently it's a fish. I'm telling you.
Whatever.
Anyway, someone let us know, please. Bar scene here, all right? I'm going to be honest. I have a bone to pick with fucking the bars here. The main bar being Trinity on the corner, a.k.a. Trin. There's 2 owners. There's 2 people that own, majority of the bars here in Charlottesville. And the 3 top spots, Trinity on the corner, Coops, which is a bar, and then Boylan Heights. It's the same owner. And respectively, we had a phone call early in the week. It was great. I introduced myself, talked about our brand, saying, hey, this is what we like to do. Listen, we don't charge money with these bars. It's super easy to work with us. We just want to come, film, showcase, and promo your spots on our platforms. Super beneficial to the bars. And respectfully, she said, absolutely not. We want 0 filming and 0 to do with this. Sounded like the kind of woman, a Karen mixed with a person that just sucks. And, I respect her decision. I don't understand it. I think it's stupid. It just kind of screwed us because the top 3 spots, it's the same owner. So we're kind of just going,
on top of that,
down the totem pole.
And on top of that, like the top spot saying no on that would be okay maybe on
a regular game day?
weekend.
Yeah.
But when it's like
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, when it's already pretty dead, the campus, probably the only spot that's gonna be popping is the best spot.
Correct.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of screwed us over in that sense.
It
but
did.
Overall, I mean, Biltmore was pretty solid.
It was solid, bro.
Solid. Yeah, no, it was a really good turnout. It kind of slowed down towards the end of the night.
Yeah.
Because it was outdoors, cold.
Yeah.
And and it just got late. Like we got there close to midnight.
Yeah, we
and
did.
That was pretty peak time, and it was packed when we got there.
It was solid. But I got to give shout out to Biltmore because the manager, GM, Beauty, respected
yeah.
it. They were like, fuck yeah, come and showcase a good time. And the energy was there. Outdoor, like, beach bar vibe. DJs were letting us on there. You were mixing for a little bit. You were showcasing it. Talk about your experience, your first time mixing. How was it?
I didn't mix, dude. Like, I mean, I don't think the guy didn't trust me at all. I think like he initially said like, yo, like get on the sticks and like mix in a song. I'll just set it up for you. And I know how to work like a DJ mixer in the sense of like just mixing a song, like moving the channel from one to the other and lining up, you know, the beats. Like, first of all, beats are already synchronized. Yeah. So all you have to do is realistically time it a little bit and then move it over. You know, move the stick over so it transitions from one song to the other. I don't know, he was playing hardstyle, first of all, because they took what we said pretty literally.
Legitimately, I could have said play Barbie's song, theme song, and he would have played it.
Yeah, so they took it very literally when we said we like real house music because they're real house DJs. They play in DC, and they're used to a different crowd. The college crowd is used to sing-alongs, you know, good vibe songs that they know. Remixes, that they know, though. You don't want it. Yeah. Unfortunately, you know, a college bar is not a place for headbangers. And there was a headbanger on, and I wanted to get Lay Low by Tiesto in, which is a decent song that I feel like most people would know. I remember this. And he tuned that up, and hardstyle was playing, and he didn't know how to transition out of hardstyle. So it was a hard cut. And on top of that, so all he did was tell me to press play when the red line hit this line. Yeah. And I knew, like, sure, like, that's, you know, on beat, I'll press play. But on top of that, there was a hardstyle song playing, and all I did was press play. And he didn't move the channel to my song that was being played in time. Yeah. So it needed to be in sync of the channel going down and me pressing play. So it was going to be a hard cut, but at least, like, it would have been a hard cut on beat.
Yeah, I get it. Know? I know what you mean. At least it like doesn't sound as bad as if it was just like a drop dead quiet transition over.
Yeah, so then the song played out loud. In my headphones it sounded okay because I heard Lay Low come on. Yeah. But it didn't go out to the crowd until he moved that channel mixer down. Correct. And he didn't move it down for a second or two later, which was now offbeat and in the middle of that hardstyle song.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it just sounded terrible, and I was guy with the headphones on, so everyone probably looked up and was like, "Oh, that guy did it."
Yeah, if you're a DJ and you know a drunk crowd, brainwaves get stopped, and you have to be like, "Wait, what the fuck?" You're not doing a good job. If I'm in the crowd, like just having a good time, the music should just be playing in the background. I shouldn't have to be like a hard cut like that, dude. I literally was drinking, just like.
Yeah, Zaps looked at me and was like, "Was that you?" And I was like, "I just pressed play."
Yeah, I literally was like, I was laughing, dude. I'm like, "There's no way that was you guys."
Yeah, I mean, it was. You know what? I think it was a learning curve for everyone there.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I thought I could have. I really think I could have done it if I just was like given the sticks. At least like just like like here's the songs in the queue. Yeah, like just mix it in.
I mean, Pierre. I could have done that.
Yeah, I mean, we were all mixing that. And
you guys had a 10-second delay.
A little delay. So we had to time it with the delay for the speaker.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
So yeah, that was a tough go there.
But it was still overall though on the night. I mean, for an outdoor, it was pretty fucking cold. Everyone was bundled up, but the vibes were there. They were going hard. They were loving it. They fucked with us. And it was last bar event at Buzzing Across America. Tough to kind of get a read, I guess, for UVA overall for the bar scene because we didn't work with the top bars, but it was one of the more mid bars, but it's still good energy. And for the weekend that we came on, so we got to give numbers, Chance.
Oh yeah,
if you're ready to start, but
I'm ready.
Let's chow down with that. So what do you want to start with?
Athletics.
I went super. And this is tough because it's we did tour the wrestling and baseball facilities, both really good, especially the baseball, super good. Basketball school, solid. Even a baseball school, but the football game wasn't phenomenal. It wasn't the great weekend to come. I kind of went a little bit on the mid side, give it a 7.5 to stay safe.
I was close there. I gave it a 7.4. I just don't think they have that rowdy culture enough for sports. I think, it's a business first, in terms of, stay classy, stay business. Yeah. This is a sport that we're just,
Just business.
Yeah, and it doesn't make it fun for the crowd.
You know what? It's the best way you can put it. Bar life. What did you go with there?
Bar life, I gave a 7.3. I don't think there's many spots. I think there, even on a bad weekend, there was lines for every spot, which means there's not enough spots. One, and all the spots were pretty small.
True.
And if one of your bars in a place like Virginia is outdoors mainly, it's kind of,
not ideal.
Yeah, not really ideal.
Yeah.
I just don't think it was a good overall bar scene. Like, it was a good kind of like corner, in the sense of them all being close enough, but I don't think they go. I don't think they don't got it. I don't know what to explain, but they don't got it.
And I also went low. I got a 7.1, and I think it's just a multiple things of layout venues to settings, like a lot of outdoor spots when you're going to be fucking cold for majority of the year. What the fuck's going on? Like, and just the vibe and the energy compared to, Blacksburg, where we were a week ago, constant go, so many happy hours, people going to so many different spots. It's just energy, vibe, set up. Some schools got it, some schools don't. 7.1, whatever. You know what I mean? It was like, sure, makes sense. Greek life, highest part of it on all of it, even though we didn't see a party. The tailgate was awesome. They have a sweet row, and we have heard good stories. I give it a 7.7. I thought it was solid.
7.8. I don't think it makes it into the 8s because, once again, I think the people, that put these parties on and the people that make them fun are the ones that can add it into the 8s, into the 9s.
Yeah.
And I don't think, UVA is just an overall. I just think it's overall not a great party school.
Yeah.
Cool row. Also, Animal House vibes. Just not the Animal House, atmosphere.
I got it. Anyways, we're not saying the overall. That was just our numbers, right? We don't say the
check
overall.
into Thursday video to see the overall at the end.
Unreal. UVA, you've been good. Kind of, sort of. Matt Rife is getting canceled, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Have you guys heard about this or what's going on? Or
me and Chanch actually watched the Netflix special before everything happened. Like,
okay.
It might have been like a day or two released.
Right before.
And
When did we watch it?
We were back last week at our Airbnb.
Towards the end of the week, right?
Yeah, I think
Friday
it was,
when we didn't go out.
Yeah, I think it was Friday.
It came out on the Wednesday, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and like for me, I know he has a main like woman audience, but when he started blowing up on TikTok, like I really liked how he did his crowd interactions and stuff. And obviously, as a guy, like I saw him as a comedian, and fucking look at him like, oh, this is a good looking dude. He must have like a fucking whole woman audience for this shit. Like, no, I thought he was fucking hilarious. Like his clips were funny. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it a watch, and we watched it, and like. He wasn't overly like hilarious where he kept my attention the whole time like Shane Gillis.
Fair.
But I thought he did fine. I thought he was like pretty like well represented and performed well, and not one thing crossed my mind when I watched that with you is like, yo, this is like too far, bro, like at all.
Yeah,
like,
and that was
look
a
at Dave
joke at
Chappelle,
the
bro.
beginning, right? Of the
very
special.
beginning, yeah.
That was probably when we were the most attentive.
Yeah, and I was like,
I didn't think anything of it.
I don't even remember the joke like that.
Me neither.
He is getting canceled for.
And I think this is what it is about it. So for the people that don't know, his new
Netflix special.
comedy special, Natural Selection, he makes a joke early on about domestic violence where he jokes about a server with a black eye in like a Baltimore restaurant. The response, I think, on why I think girls are going at him for this joke, he's got a high female audience. And recently on a lot of interviews, mainly being like BFFs and there was one other one, he's been saying how he's trying to not get away from the female audience, but he wants guys to fuck with him. And it's starting to show that he's in his special, he's taking a lot of jokes against women that he wasn't doing in, I guess, previous, like when on his tours. It was just completely different comedy. Like he would never make jokes like that. So they're starting to see him, I guess, change in his comedy, I guess change in his work to try to appeal to a more male-based audience, which is completely fine. Like, do you? And I think girls are just pissed the fuck off. And now they're just trying to cancel him. I don't think he's going to get canceled. They're just trying to like...
It's going to help him, if anything.
And
any
some
comedian
people
that gets canceled because of their jokes, like...
They're doing it
right.
They're doing
it right. Because
yes.
comedians are not supposed to have lines. They're not supposed to have borders
yes.
or boundaries because people go there to laugh. You go there for entertainment.
Yes.
Because you can't do that in your workplace.
Correct.
But they can make jokes that you are thinking that you might not even be thinking. Like,
Here's my rebuttal on that.
okay.
I think when's the last time someone with a high male audience has gotten canceled?
Dave Chappelle.
He's gotten canceled?
He gets canceled on his Netflix special like every other one.
No, but he doesn't actually ever get canceled.
No, but like the same type of like
criticism
on Twitter. Like Matt Rife isn't getting canceled.
But the real reason
It's
but he could get canceled because I think the only people that get canceled are people with high female audiences, because females will just straight up switch up and not watch them ever again. Like, look at every person that's been canceled before, like legit canceled to the point of like
There's no return.
to the point where it highly affected their career or like almost no return. James Charles got canceled. Never seen that fucking guy again.
I don't know where that guy is.
Like a lot of girl influencers get canceled, then they just drop off the face of the earth.
Fair.
yeah.
And it's because they have because it's a high female audience. Dave Chappelle probably has a high male audience. A lot of comedians probably have a high male audience because guys, I think, are just bigger fans of comedy.
I think so. Yeah.
So I think that's the reason why they can't get canceled. Nelk will never get canceled. Dave Portnoy will never get canceled. Steve will do it, could say whatever the fuck he wants. He's not even a comedian. He's never going to get canceled because he has a high male audience. And I feel like guys just are fuck with the person. They get it's a joke or whatever. And even if the society cancels them, they won't actually get canceled because their audience will still fuck with them.
Yeah.
If Matt Rife's audience is actually all girls,
90%.
he could get canceled because they'll just stop watching him.
And I think just to
And he
add
hasn't
on to
built
that,
up enough male audience.
I agree. And I think just to add on to that, it's an audience like girls will make it there for an entire week or 2 weeks. They will ruin you. And when I mean ruin you, they are going to lengths. And my entire TikTok is girls stitching this domestic violence clip and giving reasons as to why he sucks at comedy, why he shouldn't follow in more, and why he now hates his female audience. Like, they're trying to ruin his career. Like, guys, no one gives a fuck. If you make something that's even
no
fringe,
guys doing that, man.
I'm not wasting my time, buddy. I have shit
That's
to
what
do.
I'm
These
saying.
girls, they don't got shit to do. I'm not going to say what kind of girls they are. Blue-haired. That's all I'm going to say. A little bit of blue in the hair. They got all the time in the world, and they're taking their time to fuck him. And to add fire onto the wound, which was, and guys love this move. He goes onto his Instagram, posts a story saying,
So funny.
so funny. He says, if I've ever offended you, I apologize. Puts a link to a special needs helmet. And he's saying a link with a discount for buying a special needs helmet. He's
He
like,
goes-
sorry, buy one of these.
Oh my
He goes,
god.
yeah, link to my apology video.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and they press it, and it's just like the special ed helmet. It's like the lightweight, like.
Yeah, so
Damn.
he's now memeing like, oh, I hurt you, fuck you. Again, going after, quote unquote, that female audience trying to cancel him. The top comments on these videos are dudes saying, I just became a Matt Rife fan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on, this could be
a high IQ
move
play, dude.
by
That's
a
what I'm
Matt
saying.
Rife gaining
No, that's what I'm
a male
saying.
audience. And I'm looking at a lot of the TikTok videos of girls trying to cancel him, and my guy now for being misogynistic, hating on his audience. I'm like, fucking what the fuck? He's a comedian. I'm looking at the comments. A lot of dudes are now saying, hey, you just gained a new fan. I kind of fuck with this dude. He did nothing
Exactly.
wrong. He's a comedian. Oh my God, my bro just did the right. Go after the blue hair chicks. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I also want to say, like, a lot of these
I
social.
don't think it's just blue hair chicks. by the
Correct.
way.
Yeah, thank you for
Because
that.
I think
It's
he's
just
got
overall
he's got a decent
women.
amount of like just
Yes, overall
Woman, yeah.
female
I
audience.
think you'll see a lot of these social issues and canceling and the cancel culture comes from a lot of the people you talk about.
Yes.
And I don't think it necessarily has to do specifically with him versus, like, they see something and they want to ruin that person.
ruin him.
It's like, oh, you said something that offended a people that might be in the minority, or like a serious
Dude.
issue, whether you're a comedian, an entertainer, anything like that, and they'll just bring you down to a core to make sure like
You
are
can't
just,
survive.
You can't survive. And I don't know if that's directly because of his 90% female audience versus like maybe majority saw it, and then as soon as that small population sees it, it goes out into the media, and the media is what over exaggerates everything, gets that pushed out. They need headlines. They go and write them crazy headlines. You know, Matt Rife cancels by 90% of his female audience.
or
Nothing
it's
in
not
that.
even maybe it's not even his audience that's canceling him.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
could just be like, oh, I saw this clip of him. I'm not really a fan, but I'm gonna like latch on to this thing, which is what a lot of like this whole cancel culture and these people
Exactly.
that cancel people do.
It's
So
like-
that could make sense. Like it could be maybe not even his audience that's canceling him. It's just
It's just those freaks that like
that
get literally
love,
turned
they get
on. They're like,
turned on
oh my
from
god,
it,
it's
bro.
another famous person that's doing really well without me. That can ruin his life. I'm gonna ruin his life because my life sucks. Literally, it's just these fucking leeches that just fucking.
Fuck.
I don't know what these people do.
Social justice warriors. Like
Social
they
justice-
think like a comedian making a mean joke about sexual abuse, a very serious topic. I'm not saying that like, that's okay. Like I'm never gonna do that because I'm not a comedian. But bro, like relax, man. Like you're not gonna save the world by tweeting and canceling someone's whole career.
Bro.
A comedian.
Yeah.
Like-
and on top of that, he's not like he didn't even he blew up for, the good looking, entertaining the girls in the crowd kind of vibe on TikTok, but he was doing comedy for years
9
and years, like to the point like where Joe Rogan knew him in comedy clubs,
Yeah.
like old, like he's been doing it. So
Bro.
I don't think he one even gives a fuck. He's been through the game, and
No.
two, I think he's been, I think it's just kind of not a coincidence, but it kind of just, I don't even know where I'm going, in the sense of like he got the girl audience by accident
Mhm.
when his jokes were, maybe for guys. I think talking about it and being like forcing the male audience
Yeah.
is not the great
Might not be the
play,
move.
and saying like, oh, my jokes are for guys and like
Yeah.
fuck the girls.
May
Not
be
the greatest move. The joke about continuing the comedy with like the link
So funny, bro.
is that's when you like will gain it. Like the
That-
guys
yeah.
will fucking back you up,
That's funny as fuck.
which everything works out.
I think so.
Everything works out. Matt Rife, we stand with you, my man. You absolute missile.
I'm just saying, I
yeah.
was on the Matt Rife train like way before he was popping, bro. Like I was showing you guys him like clips, like, yo, you got to check out this comedian. He's super low key, Matt Rife, and I was showing you guys like last tour. Like I was just fucking going through his TikToks, like.
Well, that's when he was blowing up.
No, like literally right before he blew up. Like the TikToks were only getting like 80K to like 50K.
Really?
Yeah, me and my brother were sending them back and forth.
Shit.
Like, yeah.
Matt Rife, stand
I'm
right
not a
here.
big fan, to be honest, of his comedy. I didn't think the special was great, but I'm sure he'll do fine.
He'll do
I'm
fine.
a Sebastian Maniscalco guy. I like the Italian like home hitting jokes.
Yeah.
Parents love that guy. Next up, another crazy controversy happening this past week. We got Tim's long lost twin brother, whatever you want to call it, Josh Giddey, gets caught with a minor. This is absolutely wild, guys. Allegedly, all right? Allegedly. OKC Thunder star Josh Giddey has multiple viral videos and photos of him and a girl. Potentially, some are saying it's his girlfriend. We don't really know. Basically saying they have hooked up. They're out at clubs. He's buying her a drink, talking. They're on it's like filmed on Snapchat. He's like talking with her, flirting with her. It's obviously Josh Giddey. Finds out that this recently comes out, this girl, Liv Cook, is in junior in high school, so she's either 16 or 17. And my man Josh Giddey just recently turned 21, so huge allegations going on right now. NBA's investigating the entire thing. Kind of fucked, I'm not gonna lie. This guy has got some serious fucking problems right now.
Yeah.
What do you want to say, Chief?
I was just gonna say, Josh Giddey, man, get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
You think he's actually gonna get kicked out of the NBA?
No,
No,
but maybe, I don't know. It depends how
know.
bad it is. Like all of its allegations, but yeah, like bro, he's fucked, man. Like he's cooked, dude.
I would assume, the girl lied about his age. I want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
That he's not. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe not. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
guy.
I mean,
He could be a predator for all I know. But I'm assuming because it was at a Kent State party,
Yep.
which is a university college, right?
Weird for him
Majority
to
of
be at.
people
Why was he
should.
there?
Where is Kent?
It's in Ohio.
Maybe he was there for a game.
But Kent State is like not good athletics, bro.
He's a
Like,
young guy. Maybe he had like friends.
he was
maybe.
20 at the time.
he's
I
from
don't know.
Australia, bro.
I don't know. There's
Australians
a lot of
love-
Aussies that
Really?
like pull up to American. There's a couple
Yeah.
when we were in Oklahoma State. I wanna say.
No, that was
Arkansas? Tennessee for
Nashville.
sure.
Nashville.
No, Knoxville for sure.
Knoxville,
but there's
yeah,
another
yeah.
one too. There is some Aussies.
Aussies fuck with the
They
college
like come
scene.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
they come and
They
watch.
fuck with it. It's just like I
They'll
think
like
it's
come
just,
here for trips.
I think it's just like the
But anyway,
college
yeah.
scene. Like they just like fucking like seeing
big
what it's
partiers.
like. It's different than the Australia
Yeah.
college scene where it's like more like uptype of like America. It's like everyone gets wild. They're like, oh my god, this is fucking cool. But I also want to give him the benefit of the doubt just because like in today's society it's like very easy. Like I saw videos at the club, maybe she's like getting into the club. He's not asking, hey, let me see
Yeah,
your
if you're
fucking
in the
ID. And
club-
shit. If you're in the club, you got to assume
At
this girl's
least
21.
18.
Oh my god,
Yeah, at
dude.
least.
16 is fucking, this girl's in grade 10
Yeah,
now.
how
What
are
the fuck
they-
is
That's
going
on the bar. Like,
Oh, that's on the bar.
which, yeah, like yes, you should check.
Always
and
gotta check.
everything, but like,
Especially
you're
if
coming
in the
to
NBA.
Australia. If I'm going to Australia, I'm assuming I'm going into a club, and if there's restrictions on 18 plus, and I meet a girl, I'd assume she's 18 or plus. You know, like I come to America, I wouldn't just assume like, oh, I wouldn't
need to
just have a
check.
thought like, yo, 16-year-olds can get in here. Yeah, that's chill.
Yeah, and if you don't know, you're also foreign. You don't know, like, you're just pulling up, and do you
Right.
know if high schoolers frequently go to this spot? You don't know. I don't know.
We
like,
know, like,
I would
because
say
we've
no
been around, like, we've
yeah.
heard, like, oh, like, this spot is underage
21 plus.
spot.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
spot's 21 plus, or like, this spot could be some high schoolers. Watch out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
If
like we
he's-
only know that because
Exactly.
people tell us
Yeah.
from this week. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
If he's, foreign, and it doesn't happen there, maybe every bar in Australia is super strict or whatever, then yeah, so we'll wait until to see what happens. But I mean, there's not much getting around it. I mean, the Oklahoma laws is it's legal when you're 16 and he plays in Oklahoma City, but no excuses.
Saved
still
by the
fucked
state.
Up.
Yeah, no.
Still
Saved-
fucked up.
I saw like all the posts with like Chet, which is their other rookie this
Yeah.
year. He's a stud. Or I'm not sure if he's a rookie. Chet, Tim, is he a rookie? Yeah, Chet. And like they would post like like there's a clip of them like me and Brody twin or like at Josh Giddey and Chet like twinning up or something, and then he like quote tweeted it and was like, yeah, we're twin, or me and my twin for sure, like with this emoji and like sunglasses.
Yeah.
Deleted. Next
Deleted
day,
a bunch of stuff. right?
deleted all the shit with him, bro.
Oh, that's bad.
Well,
That's just his
not
PR
be-
team.
Yeah, PR.
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
not a sign that
No.
like he knows he fucked
that's fair.
up.
I think he's probably just like forcing. He's probably
Just
texting him on the
saving his
side like,
ass.
"Yo, dude, like
Yeah.
I know like home slice, like you're chilling and shit, but like I gotta delete this
Yeah.
stuff." You know what I'm saying? He's probably like, "Yeah, it's better." Fuck, I hope. I don't know, but guy, we don't know about Giddy. I mean, he does look oddly like Tim, though. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird.
And I said
He
that
grew his
before all
full-
this.
Oh, dude.
I did say that.
He got recognized at the tailgate. A guy were leaving, and the guy's like, "Dude, you look like Josh Giddey." I mean, terrible person to be like, "Dude, you look like this person." Horrible. I mean, just a yeah.
It's like looking like Jeffrey Dahmer, bro.
yeah, like that's not a guy. It's like tough for
Yo,
real.
you know you look like Ted Bundy.
That's fucked. Yeah, it's just one thing you just don't want to be related to. But yeah, I mean, other than that, anything you guys want to speak on about the Giddy situation? Or are we ready to rip to fan questions?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Good luck, my man. You're gonna need it. Fan
GGG.
questions. If you guys want, make sure to comment, subscribe to the podcast. Right now, we are over 3.84K on Squad Brunch Podcast on YouTube. So make sure you guys are subscribing. Comment down below any questions you guys want. Just comment on the YouTube video itself. Question from @Jer718. I get it. I'm making a weekly thing here, but here I am yet again with
Boy.
another
Sure,
question.
boy.
This time for Zaps in particular, what is something you have learned from either Chip, Chancey, Steph, or Mac from the time you started working with the boys, which was just over 2 years ago?
Yeah. Just finishing up, the last tour around. We started 2 years ago in the fall. I learned a lot. Like these guys are like really, really awesome dudes. This is weird. Like I feel like I'm just sucking your dick right now, but like
It's okay. I'm here
I-
for it.
I guess like at least from the business standpoint, like we grew as humans. Living together. Pretty much, I was with them for the last 2 years, my whole life.
Yeah.
And business side, like they just set a tone of, work ethic and what the right things are to do, and like problem solving, and when you are in the wrong, like there's ways to deal with it and then to make things right. And I think like the biggest thing for us is problem solving and making a game plan to execute no matter what we're doing. And that really plays in a big part of what we do here, whether it's the podcast, the YouTube, the TikTok. But like it just shows to me, like Chip, you might not see all the behind the scenes, but he's on calls 24/7, like nonstop throughout the week, which to me, it's like, I go home and my parents are like, yo, what are all these guys doing? It's just like, yeah, they drink, like, what are they doing during the week? They're just partying, relaxing, hungover, whatever. I'm like, I haven't seen like a harder group, like working group of guys than the squad we got. And like, even to them, it's like I'm not going to go and do this professionally if I know it's going to be, just some alcoholics that just drink all week and they just want to go and film and just be drunk idiots. Like they really, like, to me, there's a lot more to it. And, I'm just kind of blessed to see that side of it. And I could talk for hours on this, but a general thing, I think we just grew as people and professionally grew, and I wouldn't be like where I am today, obviously, without you guys. So
Getting jacked too.
yeah, and I'm getting in the gym, I'm getting healthy, and you guys actually like want the best for me, which I haven't really had. Like, everyone wants the best for everyone, but you know, like, you guys are the only people I think that kind of put our friends first, just how you put yourself first.
Yeah.
And I think in America you get a lot of people, especially in friend groups, where everyone's very to themselves. They don't really like express, you know, every emotion they have as far as like what's bugging you. This is pissing me off, you know, things like that. And that is so transparent to just being a group, no matter who you're with. So for me, it's all above, just great, everything. And it also taught me how to deal with real life situations, which is something you don't get a lot to do in like regular jobs or like school. We had to deal with some crazy shit together. And, you know, we've had to deal with like some awesome shit together.
Yeah.
So
wait, okay, I don't know what you guys are laughing about.
Just like
just
crazy life shit, crazy life experiences that like what we do. It's such a unique experience that a 9 to 5, you're not solving, you know, depending on your job, you're not solving like actual, you know, real problems. You're just doing a task type thing, reporting to someone. It's not like
it's clocking in, clocking out.
Yeah, it's
and then
not
you
some
go back
fucked
to
up
your
things
desk and
going
you're like,
on.
yeah, fuck my boss. Yeah, you don't like my boss either. Let's go get a beer. It's like where everyone's one unit.
Yeah, literally.
Cool.
And I think first of all, I appreciate the kind words. Really well spoken, well said. I think it's also so different because we've like lived together for 2 years. It's not like that's the biggest thing with being, especially traveling so much, being in like this content creation space. If you live with the person, bro, you regular 9 to 5, you go home, you're going home to your family, going home to your bed. You don't got to do anything else. The amount of nights, like just from you, like long nights editing from Monday to literally Thursday, 8:30, like post, and then it's like start bar night right away. Like it's just constant start, early mornings, long nights, no stop. And I think that's just one thing that when you do that for 2 years with like a couple dudes, you just learn everything. And like there's so much trust and like respect gained from each person, because it's like that guy will like, similar to like a sports team, like that guy's gonna go to war for me, you know. I know that guy's gonna get it done because he's gonna get it done, or he's gonna find a way to get it done. Similar to like my quarterback, like I know my quarterback's gonna put his fucking balls in the line. You know what I'm saying? It's like that same like respect.
And I even said that to my parents, even after the first tour, because sports was such a big part of my life. And you know, you don't really realize what it does for you as far as building a team, building relationships, until it's really gone. And so for me, I didn't get to play football my senior year. Still was recovering from surgery in basketball, and then 2020 comes around. I'm going to play baseball. COVID hits. So I kind of had no athletics for that whole year, and I just kind of stopped. And without that structure or even that, everything was just lost. Like, you know, but I came back home and I'm like, this feels like a sports team. Like we go through it together. We go through the pain together.
Highs and lows. And
it's rewarding, you know? So
it's like travel ball when you get like driving days and shit.
Yeah.
The hell? No, I'm just playing.
Hotel days.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. A little bit of both. But no,
Sleeping
really.
with the boys. Never mind.
Yeah, no, really well said there, Zaps. Next question here, last fan question here from Capitals for Life. Do you boys ever get frustrated with one another since you are all together daily for weeks on end? Wow, that was a layup question. That one.
Layup. Yes.
Yeah, that happens. I think that's the same with anyone. I don't think the most fucking successful people on the planet will say yes. I think if you're not doing something, I don't think you're doing something right if it's a perfect day, honestly, half the time. Like there will be minimal days where you're just, everything went well for you. You know what I mean? And that's just living with someone. Like someone's going to do something that another person doesn't like, or someone's mood's a little off that they're going to ruin someone else's. It's just small things. Nothing ever, especially this tour, nothing bad in the sense of no like huge arguments or disagree. There's going to be disagreements here or there, but that's with every person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think any like disagreement we had this tour was like resolved like immediately. And I think like this has definitely been like the best tour in terms of just like
conflicts
rolling through. Like I mean, we just got shit done. Like
we did. And even when we argued, bro,
negative problems.
Yeah, we'd just like end up like an hour would pass and we just like start laughing and be like, fuck off, dude. Okay.
I think I remember an exact time that happened. Like I might have like said something to piss Zaps off, and then like an hour later, maybe you were a little sensitive. I'm not gonna lie, but an hour later, I just look at him and he's like, "Fuck you,"
Yeah.
so
And like that also goes hand
and
in
then I
hand
go
with
and give him a
just
big hug.
yeah, and that also goes hand in hand with knowing him so well.
Yeah.
Like I know what's gonna push Chip's buttons, and if he's irritating me and we're in an argument, like it's so easy just to
Yeah.
kind of give a little shot here and there where I know it's gonna piss him
Yeah.
off. I know it's gonna piss, and vice versa. Where
Yeah.
it's like an older brother, little brother,
Yeah.
shit like that. And yeah, we get irritated, but it's not anything like relationship ending even close.
It's the same thing with like any average friend group, I would say, or just like any
I would
like,
say we're closer.
or no, I would say any like relationship with like if you lived with your boys for 2 years, like think about what would happen.
It's
you know what I mean?
more, dude. I think this is way more than roommates, though.
Yeah.
I think like this is
Yeah, that's fair.
we're doing everything together almost every single day. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
especially, I mean, like aside from the first 3 days of the week, like you and Tim are working together every day for the first 3 days.
Yep.
Me and Chip are together every day for the first 3 days, and then we're all together for the next 4 days. It's like there's never a time where you're by yourself and get to like chill really at all.
No.
Versus like roommates, it's like
That's
you
fair.
some roommates fucking don't even know each other going into the year.
That's true.
Like, and there's pretty rare that you live with someone for 4 years of your college life, and even if you do, you still at least like have your own space. You have your own class schedule.
That's fair.
You have your own parties sometimes to go to. You have sometimes your own friend group, and you might be in different
Yeah.
frats.
Own
Like,
car, own leaving time,
That's
your
true.
own time you want to go to bed.
Yeah.
But no, we did clock to clock in, clock out, everything same. We had to go on as a group.
no, yeah, and I think this tour specifically, we did like it went really well, which gets me like excited as well for like the
Yeah.
future, and even like okay with like living together. Because I mean, there was points in like the past where I'm just like, fuck, like I don't know if I can do this for longer, bro. Like
Yeah.
in the sense of at least living together,
Yeah.
There's been so many pet peeves, like to answer that question, that have been unlocked with living with people, bro. And I think it's like I think I'm just like OCD sometimes in that sense. It just like unlocks even more pet peeves and gets me more frustrated, which is like you can't change obviously everything about everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for example, if I'm
right.
gonna piss Chancey off, I'll just like bring a snack to bed, and we share a bed usually in the king bed. So and then I'll just start eating because that's one of his pet peeves.
Yeah, that's a pet peeve for sure. Yeah, I have a lot of pet peeves there. A lot of, You're wearing shoes in the house right now. Like that's a pet peeve.
yeah. It's America, baby.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
It just
to answer
happens.
the
Yeah.
question, it happens. You just kind of have to deal with it
Yeah.
to the best of your abilities.
And I also think that's like every relationship. Like there's not going to be like no one's perfect, It's just like there's like things that can change, but there's things that you just can't change. Just like
and
can you live with it?
It's not worth changing.
There-
either. It's
exactly.
like,
It's such a
this
small
is, like,
thing.
you could deal with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And there's some that you really can't deal with. But
Yeah, and then that's a cutoff, or like then it like it can't work, like we shouldn't work together type of thing. But
Yeah.
it's all things that are like very manageable, and that's the best relationships are the ones that there's differences and there's problems, but it's like manageable. We're chill with it, and we can get through with it, no problem.
And everyone also being like willing to kind of like adapt and be open to at least like the conversation of like working, like making it work for everyone.
Yeah.
Because like if you have one guy that's like like just so hard headed and like just you point out a pet peeve or something even worse, and it's like I don't really give a fuck, I'm not changing.
Yeah.
Then that causes like even deeper problems.
Yeah. Or yeah. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Great question. That's all the fan questions from this week. So make sure to comment right now down below on this podcast clip on YouTube, or podcast on YouTube, Squad Brunch Podcast. Comment any questions, scenarios, literally anything you guys want us to go over. Just comment down below. We appreciate you guys. Now we're getting into the prepped questions debate segment for this week. We got a couple prepared questions for you guys. Then I have a couple single questions that you guys are going to work together to answer. But my first one, we'll start with you, Zaps. What's the best sports city in North America and why?
I think you'll agree with me on this one. I said Boston.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go statistically here. I mean, like, I think them and Los Angeles are tied right now, dating back to 1994. I did a little research with 8 championships total for their city.
Damn.
8, like, professional sport championships for their city. And I said Boston because it has probably one of the most passionate fan bases, or just passionate people.
Yes.
And they are aggressive and they get after it. And I've met so many people from Boston who have very similar mindsets, attitudes. If I'm a player and I want to represent a city, I would want to represent Boston. I feel like that would be sick. Having that city behind your back, being able to do something cool there and be a part of that continuing legacy would be sick. And I think like I would like to see the Celtics actually do something this time in the playoffs, and maybe they'll get a chip, and that'd be sick.
That was well said. That's a great answer.
Bruins might get a chip.
Bruins got one in 11.
Yeah.
I hope the Bruins don't get a chip.
I hope they don't
really
either.
Hope, as a Leafs fan, I really
but
hope
yeah,
the
I didn't
Bruins
want to
don't
say
get a chip.
that, but
yeah, no, it's fine.
They might, and you also got the Boston Red Sox, who have just so much history.
Yeah.
Almost like the Yankees. So.
And the Patriots.
Bro.
Which Tom Brady did his time.
Tom Brady, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking GOAT, man.
Like, they have a lot to be good for, and they have a lot to be happy about in Boston.
A lot of Michigan men.
Yeah, look at that.
Who's I know like Portnoy is probably one of the biggest like Boston supporters, like that's front facing social media. Is there anyone kind of else like that like I feel like that's
I'm not
a reason why like Boston fan base is like so well known, because I feel like they have people like that pushing.
The support.
Yeah, like other big
don't
cities
know
like
if-
LA or New York.
Drake for Toronto Raptors. You could
Drake,
say
yeah,
he's
you
been
could
a
say he
huge thing for
pushes
the
that pretty hard.
Raptors.
JB
Yeah,
with
but
the Leafs
still,
too.
the Toronto isn't Boston. I think
No,
Boston.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But who
I
else
think,
is like Portnoy? Is there anyone else kind of like that?
I'm not sure exactly for Boston. Like, I'm not super into like Boston sports as like a whole, but I will say I think Boston just breeds people like that.
Yeah.
And Portnoy has that platform and made that for himself.
It's a perfect
I think there's a lot of
combination.
Portnoys out there with sports that just don't have a platform, that have those opinions, that have those like passionate.
Yeah.
I mean, the fans are crazy, dude. Like, they're ruthless. Like, I think that just is a Boston bred.
Is Menery from Mass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Menery is a big Boston guy.
Yeah. So like I think like that's just the mindset, and they want to win, and they're willing to win, and
Toughest
they know they
barn
can.
to play in is Boston Celtics. People will say like that those fans are fucking ruthless in that
Oh, yeah.
stadium. Like NBA players went and find like Kyrie with the behind the back fucking flip off. Like they let you know. Like they
Yeah.
fucking hate you.
Not ruthless enough for Jimmy Buckets though.
That's true. That's fucking true. But that's a great answer there. What about you, Chanch?
I went with New York for the reason of just
good.
pure amount of teams. I think that's
Fair.
probably, them in LA are probably the only two cities that have like almost two, sometimes more just because of the surrounding areas, two major league sports teams or two sports teams per major league.
Yeah.
Islanders, Rangers, Jets, Giants, fucking Knicks, Nets. Is there
Jets.
another?
Knicks, Nets, and then
I said Jets.
is that it?
Was that it for
NBA?
basketball?
New York
and
Nets.
Nets.
Fuck, we sound dumb. There's got to. Am I tripping out? Yo, hey, is there another New York basketball team? Just the Nets.
Next and Nets.
Knicks. That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still like what I think. Yeah, sorry about that.
And
yeah, go ahead.
MLB's got Yankees and
I think it's just the
Mets.
Yankees. Oh no, Yankees and Mets.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
it's just so.
Yeah.
I think another thing that I didn't actually think about was that creates so much like rivalry within your own
Interstate.
state, which kind of creates that whole argument like should like other bigger cities have two teams, it could be good. Like it probably creates
do.
like, when you go into like work, you don't like, for a Toronto guy, like I know a lot of this office is going to be Leafs fans, but you can go into a New York office and be like, yeah, the office is completely split between Mets and Yankees. Come, playoff time, that's like a sick environment going into
Yeah.
work. If your team just fucking won or is doing well and the other one just got kicked, that's huge. That's just fun. That's a fun atmosphere. You know what I mean?
I think that would even bring
bars too.
Yeah.
I would think that would bring out more of a college atmosphere for
Yeah.
professional sports, because like in Michigan, from where I'm from, you see 50% of people wearing state. See the other 50% wearing
same
Michigan.
thing, literally same thing.
And literally in elementary school, like we even have days like we would have like like what's
Pride days.
Pride days. Like we'll have a theme every week, pajama day, stuff like that. And one would be like Michigan versus Michigan State Day. So
That's
it'd
sick.
be like like show up in your Michigan gear and put like a Michigan, and then we'd get like a count Michigan versus Michigan State, and everyone would just kind of rep their team, and then you'd get like a few. I think I knew one kid in high school that was an Ohio State fan, but then even a few of those that might just be a random, Eagles fan in New York. Like, fuck it. Like, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, and also for bars, like that's got to be great for playoff time. Like you get people like half the bar in their blue and orange, and then the Yankee, like that's so cool. And I think that creates a different atmosphere that a lot of other cities just don't have, because it's like you're kind of with just unity, with each other.
And they technically don't even need to be facing the team. Like it doesn't even have to be Yankees versus Mets or Rangers versus Islanders. It could be Rangers versus whatever, Boston, and everyone that's a big Islander fan will just root for Boston just to fuck over the Rangers.
Yeah,
they just hate the Rangers so much.
And that's just
so it just causes it just causes a lot more like just inner city rivalry, which makes it like just the whole environment more fun.
I agree. That was a great answer. Next question here, Zabs. If you could get drafted first overall in any major league and play for any team or city, where would you go? What would you play and why?
So I did NBA.
Okay.
I feel like for me, that's just, if I was good at basketball, I feel like the NBA is just a great league. It's cool. It's fun.
Where do you want to play?
New. I want to get drafted by the Miami Heat.
Okay.
I love their culture there. I love the head coach. I love everything about Miami. I feel like that would be an incredible spot to be as a brand new draft pick, bro. You get you get millions of dollars, get a nice apartment. You have the whole Miami to yourself, and you also get to just dial in on your craft.
You missed
how many part. Is that like too many distractions to be dialed almost, or like a little Tyler Hero? You pop one early.
It depends how good I am. If I have to dial to even get if I'm getting drafted one,
all right, you're the guy. You're still the guy.
I might be the guy, but I don't want to Johnny Manziel it and just fucking blow it all. But Miami would be pretty sick.
It's pretty sick.
I don't want to get drafted in Milwaukee and just fucking chill in Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's so true. In Miami though, that's just also just so much swag about playing in Miami too.
And in the NBA, I think is just the swag is just there. I think you can be so dripped out from head to toe walking into the stadium to being on the court, and the connections in the NBA are huge. Social media wise, I think NBA is the place to be.
Nice. What about you, Chanch?
I'm going to be joining you in Miami, but in a different league. I'm going to be doing quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
Hey. Okay.
I think jerseys, I think, are just
nasty.
Dope. I think that city is currently popping. And I think bringing a Super Bowl as the star quarterback to a city like sick. Miami would just be absolutely insane. The parties would go nuts. You would be the man. I would get my own Taylor Swift, a little better looking version, and get a little social media drama sprinkled in there as well.
Who's the girl? What girl would you go for?
Alex Earl? Someone needs to be popping. No, Alex Earl's got my teammate, so I'm not going to disrespect.
Oh, true.
I'm not going to disrespect Braxton like that.
Yeah.
That's going to be my slot receiver. So guy needs to make me look good.
Yeah.
He needs to help me get there. So maybe I'll go for a Madison Beer type vibe.
I like that.
She needs to be popping as well. It can't be if I'm going to be the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins and I'm doing this social media, thing, needs to be someone popping. And I think,
like that.
Or I don't know, some other singer.
That's so
someone popping.
Would you hit the clubs with me?
Hot.
You and me,
dude.
round one, both Miami.
No, that would
we would be
wild.
a sick duo.
The first
Maybe
overall.
fuck the girl, dude. Actually, me and you just
Yeah.
absolutely slay off South Beach.
I love that.
And then we would be just pop. We don't even need to be girl to be on social media and be popped everywhere, because it'd just be this first round, the star guy in the Miami Heat and the star quarterback on the Dolphins are just going out every night.
They're just boys.
We'd just be fucking getting popped together.
That's wild. That would be so fun. Imagine that actually happened
That'd be
at
sick.
a market down there.
Oh, dude,
And
Miami
just,
would
the
just
two
become
stud,
a unit, bro. Miami
True.
would just become one.
These two guys
dude.
are just
all
boys.
all football fans would automatically become Heat fans and vice
yeah.
versa. That'd be
Probably great for
insane.
both leagues. Sick for both leagues.
Insane, dude.
That's fucking sick. If you next question here, Zaps. Do you have any weird phobias, and if so, what are they and why?
I'm not sure if this is a phobia because I'm not deathly afraid of it. But I would say a driving phobia for me. I don't necessarily love driving. And I don't know why, but ever since I was a kid, driving as a kid, I remember I was deathly afraid of getting in the car driving. I always thought we'd get in accidents. I was very paranoid of
Oh, you would get in an accident if you got in a car.
Yeah, so I literally would look at cars when we turn left. If I'm driving,
Yeah.
and I'd be my heart's racing. I'm holding on, holy shit, like we get T-bone, T-bone, T-bone. And that was always in my head. Like I literally feel like in a past life, if there's such thing, I died in a car crash. Cause like, that's always been on my mind. Like car crash. And like the most devastating thing to me is like, for example, someone in our grade died from a car crash. And that just like is another opening eye. Like, holy shit, we're 16 years old. And one of my classmates I have a class with just passed away. Like that just.
Was it drunk driving or just car crash?
No, it was just a car crash. She was on her way home, and it was for like 3, and it was a blinking red and a blinking yellow. And she went through the blinking yellow, or maybe the blinking red, and didn't see semi.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So like to me, like driving phobia, like not that I don't like driving. Like I will drive if I have to, but like I don't know why. To this day, it's always like in the back of my head, like, do I need to drive? You know, like I don't know.
Damn.
And you always have those dreams too.
And I do have dreams about like, but my dreams are more like crashes of like planes and like boats.
No, but when we say every time we drive across a bridge, you've had dreams of us
every
driving
time
off a bridge and
so
going into the water.
The bridges dreams, like I'll always be in a car, and I've had like, it was like a 3-week period on this tour. I just had constant dreams that we'd be on a bridge and it would fall, and like we'd have to like break out of the window or like open the doors on the way down.
That's so scary. That is so scary.
It's like one of those dreams that's real.
Yeah.
So like I feel the water like rush onto my body and shit. Like
it's probably you just sweating.
I wonder if that's the reason you have those dreams, because you have like those night sweats sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Like
so you feel like the
you
water,
actually
and then
feel
your
wet.
brain thinks like you, and then the brain just does it.
Yeah, so
it'd be pretty fucked.
I don't know what's good with my mind with that, but like I'm very, very like precautious driver because of that.
Damn.
So like I don't know.
All right, great question, great answer there. What about you, Change?
Yeah, nothing I'm also deathly afraid of, like spiders, whatever. Like obviously I'm afraid, but it's like, buddy, like kill it.
Beauty.
This
guy's too much of a beauty to have a phobia.
Even though Tim's the one that fucking uses his shoes. It's mainly because I don't want to use my shoes to do it, and like sometimes they're too big for just a paper towel. But anyways, not deathly afraid of spiders. However, I always also have dreams, which is called sleep paralysis. And I think I would be like, I am very afraid of, I don't think this would ever happen, knock on wood, but not waking up. So like waking up my eyes, but not my body waking up, because some like what sleep paralysis is, and I have it sometimes, is you'll have like lucid dreams, which is like dreams that are happening in real life.
Still see your shadows in my room.
Yeah, so dreams that are happening in like your actual bedroom. So you see like your room and your eyes are open, or I don't even know if they're open or closed, but you see like your entire room surroundings and you're dreaming. So like shit's happening in your room. So it just seems so real, like you're awake, but you can't move to do anything because your body's like still asleep. So that happens to me a lot. It's happened to me a lot, not like that often, and it's mainly when I have like when I like have eat late before bed or go to the gym at night, and I think it's because your just like brain is so active, but you just went to sleep. So when you like wake up, your brain's awake, but you're so physically tired that your body just hasn't woken up yet. Your brain hasn't like sent that signal. And I don't know how long it actually lasts, but it feels like it lasts like a whole ass dream. Yeah, forever. Yeah. And you're like fighting to wake up, and you just like can't move anything. And you're like, you're awake, and you can't move. So like I would be deathly afraid of like that lasting actually forever. Like what if like someone like my parents like walk in my room, or like one of you guys wake up and like walk in my room in the morning and I'm still like that. And you're like trying to wake me up, and I'm awake and I see you guys.
That's so
but
fucked.
I just can't move my body. Like, I'm
that's
straight up paralyzed.
Fucked. That's so fucked. I don't even know.
That's like passing type shit. Like you're like your body's like leaving your body as like you're dying, and you see like your family looking over you type shit.
That's fucked. I don't even want to think about it. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. But
all right, last question here. Then we have a couple different questions. What's the biggest red flag that a girl can do on a first date, or the first time they meet you, and why?
I did like the first time I meet her, just from experience with what we've been doing. If you're like overly drunk, where it's to a point of like, this is your personality, you know, girls, they just will laugh and act like they're really, really drunk. And sure, they might be buzzed or whatever, but if that becomes like their personality, like, oh my god, like stumbling and like over like asking dumbass questions, like for example, last night there was a girl that was walking around in our group, kind of just all over, and 6 different times she came up to me and she was talking to you guys too, like, who even are they? I was like, I have no idea. But like, who even are they? Like, shut the actual fuck up. I'm sorry, but like,
I don't even know if
told
she was
you.
drunk.
That's what I'm saying. But she acted drunk.
Yeah.
She was hammered, bro. I could tell her in her eyes. She was like, like,
why can you do a good drunk facial expression?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that shit pisses me off because it's like, how am I gonna talk to you? I'm drunk and you look like you're disabled. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's almost like there's different levels of being drunk. Like you're drunk, but
It's-
she's
yeah.
at the disabled drunk.
I think it's like when you get to a certain amount of age, like a certain age, like you realize that like when you first start drinking, I feel like the excitement and everything's there where you can act goofy. And
Yeah.
I think just because you're drinking, it's not the alcohol that makes you act like that. It's being all excited, being social out for the first time, blah, blah, this and that. But it's like, that was when I drank in high school. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't want to talk to a high schooler. I'm sorry. Like, I want to have an adult conversation with someone that happens to be drunk. And if you can't do that drunk, like, don't drink.
Great answer
Fair
there.
enough.
What about you, Chanch?
I said when they immediately start talking shit about their friends.
Yeah.
Good one. Good
Because
one.
I think that shows a lot about their personality and how they are as a friend. And I feel like immediately I'm like, okay, you have probably no at least real friends if you're already talking shit about your
Exactly.
friends. If you have no real friends, you're probably a shit person. And on top of that, it's like, okay, we're not going to work out. Yeah, maybe whatever, a one night stand is a possibility, but
Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, doesn't personality, whatever, really doesn't matter in one night stand. But what?
I just thought it was funny you threw that in there.
Well, yeah, a one night
No,
stand.
it's
It's
true.
like, but I'm
Yeah, I
not gonna
know.
ever like want to be anything with you because it's
Yeah.
like I know you have no friends. You're probably a shit person, and you're gonna be extremely fucking clingy to the only person
Yeah.
that fucks with you.
Yeah.
Yep, fair.
So if you immediately start talking shit about your friends, it's like, dude, like you're so insecure about yourself that you have to put other people immediately down. It's like, I didn't
Yeah.
even know you had friends at the bar. Like,
Damn.
you're pointing out to Jamie over there talking to Brad, and it's like, yeah, look how fucking dust Brad is that my friend's talking to.
Brad, buddy.
It's like, dude, like,
Relax.
chill. Like,
Yeah.
why don't we just talk? Like, I really didn't know you had friends here. Didn't really care either.
Yeah, don't care.
And clearly you're not friends, or you're a shitty friend. So
Yeah. And I feel like in situations like that, there's usually either a group of friends that's talking about one girl, and then it'll be that one girl that talks shit about everyone else.
Mhm.
So there'll be like a kind of consensus of like, yeah, no, fuck her. But then like if you were talking to that one girl, it'd be like, yeah, she's a brat. She does that. She's a slut. Like all that shit. It's like, why are you talking shit about your friends, bro?
yeah.
I talk greatly of you guys. Like if anyone's like, oh, who is that? Oh, that's Matt Chanchy, bro. He let me use his yacht the other day. It was actually insane. It's about like 117 feet long. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Remember yesterday when you came up to us playing Dire, you went to Chip first and you were like, yo, like fucking you needed a better teammate. And then
Oh yeah, and you guys both defended each other. I'm like, I go up to Chip. I'm like, yo, let me know next time if you need a better teammate. No, dude, Chanchy was dialed, bro. He was catching all of them, bro. Like he was doing really, really good.
And I didn't even
then
hear
I go
that.
to you. Then I go to you. Yeah, two completely exclusive experiences. Chanchy, let me know if you need a better partner next time. Dude, no, Chip was on it, bro. Like, Chip was nails, bro. I was like, all right, fuck me, dude. I didn't want to play. I really didn't want to play.
Holy
fuck.
That's literally me behind the camera. Hey, can I play next round?
That's so funny.
That was funny.
I can't believe that. I was like, that's the same answer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
That was.
you were like, I don't even know if
I was
can say
pissed.
it, but I might have to bleep this out. But you were like, dude, you guys are so.
Holy
Straight
fuck.
up, though. Straight up.
Holy shit. Maybe just bleep that. Can you
Yeah,
just bleep that?
just
That's so
bleep it.
funny.
Oh, my headphones just went out.
Oh, fix it.
Wait, did my mic
Oh,
go
here.
out?
No,
No.
no, it's just unplugged here. Look. Oh, yeah.
All right. 3 questions here. So these 2 questions you guys are going to work together to answer. Fuck, that was so fucking funny. First question here. Can you name the top 5 selling NFL jerseys so far in this season?
Okay. Hear me out. Jalen Hurts. I love that.
I agree. I think Philly's on the come up.
I think
Quarterback,
so.
obviously.
I like it.
I like Jalen Hurts.
Jalen
Number
Hurts.
2, Jalen Hurts.
Obviously, Travis Kelce. I don't know where he got this though from, and it might be old. And this is a new.
But he said this season.
Okay,
Travis
Travis Kelce,
Kelce.
Taylor Swift. I mean,
Lock it in.
Travis Kelce at 5.
Wow.
okay. Patty Mahomes, best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I guess Patty Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes 3. This could be a 5 for 5 here. We are looking very
I'm
strong.
definitely
right
not
now.
going to guess because I'm going to mess it up.
Is there any players that are no longer in the league?
No, they're still in the league.
Okay.
So it's
Should I
wanna
give a hint?
No.
Fuck
Okay.
I want to go Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah, lock that in.
Burrow.
It's not Joe
Fuck
Burrow.
me, dude. I suck. I hate this shit. Why?
I would have thought that too, but he hasn't had a great season. Injured. Fuck.
Can I?
T. Lawrence, I want to say, but he's not in a bad market
Yeah,
for jersey
I don't
sales.
want to say T. Lawrence. I want to say.
Let's think of some. Oh, dude, Aaron Rodgers on the Jets, brand new team.
No, he didn't play this year.
Yeah, but brand new team.
So
they
what,
They
dude?
could have just
He's
bought a shit
old.
ton of his jerseys.
How much Jets fans do you think there are, man?
One of the biggest markets in sports, bro. There's 30 million people that live in New York.
Okay, if you want to do Aaron Rodgers and you get this, I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay, I don't want to do it.
Okay. Let's do. I really want to go for a rookie. Like, who's popping? No, not a rookie. Not a rookie.
Can I give a hint?
Yeah.
Wide receiver, defensive player.
That's the 2.
Yeah.
A wide receiver,
Stephon Diggs.
Tyreek Hill, one of the best social media players.
Yeah. Let's do that.
It's not Tyreek Hill.
Damn.
Stephon Diggs, bro.
Okay, I don't know though, but sure.
Stephon Diggs.
Not Stephon Diggs.
Fuck.
He's in Buffalo, dude. We
Buffalo's
need
gonna
to look
sell
at
it.
good markets.
You're right.
Wide receiver. Well known, we know.
Odell Beckham Jr.
No.
Dude, come on.
Come on. That might have been the one. No, keep guessing because I like where your head's at, but that wasn't your best guess.
I'm trying to think of some more wide receivers.
Oh,
Jefferson.
Julio Jones, bro.
What? No, he's a third string. He's a 3 WR, buddy.
Didn't he used to be fucking
Philly.
solid as fuck?
Yeah, he used to be
A little
solid.
older, yeah.
Fuck. Defensive player.
Oh,
Get off the
Yeah, let's get off the wide out.
Shanchi was on a good little trend. I don't know.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson's at 4.
Let's fucking
So you're
go.
missing
Come on,
right
dude.
now. So I'll just give you the list. Jalen Hurts 2, Patrick Mahomes 3, Justin Jefferson 4, Travis Kelce 5. Number 1 is the defensive player, and it's just good luck.
Okay, all right. Defensive player. Who's popping?
Okay, so the
Think
Steelers
markets, big
Okay,
markets,
Big markets.
big markets.
That's the big hint here.
Okay.
Okay, so
LA,
New York, LA.
No, there's no Vegas. Yeah, Raiders maybe.
No, dude, not Vegas.
Fucking I suck.
New York and LA. I
Okay.
would say are the biggest markets.
No,
Down south.
it's
Miami.
Texas Cowboys. It's on the
Oh,
Cowboys.
dude, it's Micah Parsons.
Number 1, Micah Parsons.
go.
Thank you, Chanchi. It's Zaps got Texas. Zaps did get Texas.
Thank you.
Well done, Zaps. You're a beauty.
Fuck yeah,
Unreal.
why did we
All
not
right.
think of the Dallas Cowboys, bro?
America's
Oh my
team,
God.
man.
It's okay. You guys crushed it. You guys started off super hot. Next question here. What's the sexiest name for a man?
Matt.
No.
No, fuck. I would say.
Oh,
that
I thought
one.
this was his opinion.
No, I would
I'm
say
like
that at
both our
one.
names are Matt.
No, I would agree to say that at 1 as well.
Yeah, solid. What do you want to go here?
I don't know. Fucking Harry, Jacob.
I want to go Christopher.
Nope. You think that's a sexy name?
I don't know,
Christopher.
It's a terrible name.
dude. What the fuck, man? I don't know.
Well, yeah, clearly.
Oh, how about Ezekiel?
Bro, come on. What are we doing?
What are we doing here? That's right.
Oh, that was a solid
Say
name.
fucking Javante too. While you're at it.
You know, what's wrong with that name?
Nothing wrong with the name. Just didn't. That's not a sexy. That's not a sexual name.
Okay. What about
Sexy name.
Kyle?
Kyle, dude. It's not sexy. What's
Travis?
sexy about- I like Travis.
Travis?
Yeah.
Not Travis.
Can we get a fucking letter or something? Like, there's a
all right,
million
all right.
names
so,
in the world.
All right. Should I say what it starts with?
Yeah.
J.
Justin.
Jacob,
It's not Jacob. It's not Justin.
Julio.
I like where you're. No, not Julio. That's
Juan.
a pretty. No. And I'm not saying like where your head's at. That was fun. That was a good guess though.
What other names start with J?
Jaquavis.
Come on.
I didn't guess it, buddy. I'm just brainstorming with my partner.
What about Jake? Jake.
It's the same as Jacob.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Not Jordan.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Like Dahmer.
Like Dahmer?
Jack.
Jack.
Did you just... Was that calling for help right there? How did you know that? It's fucking Jack.
Let's go. Jack?
How did you know that?
It's not sexy at all.
You definitely just looked that up.
Didn't we just get that though?
Yo,
Jack?
it's actually Jack is the hot.
I
Jack
saw it over
apparently
there.
Oh.
is the sexiest name for a man is Jack. I completely think.
Oh,
that's
we were only
bullshit.
doing one? I thought we were doing top 5.
No. It's just what's
So
the
none
sexiest
of
name.
them were on. I thought we were doing top 5.
No, bro,
Yeah,
it's just
dude.
number. There's one answer.
Oh.
Jack.
Jack.
Not sexy at
Jack
all.
me off.
Not sexy at all.
No. I have a friend named Jack.
All right,
Is he sexy?
here's this one. All right,
Nah.
here's this one. This one's gonna be interesting.
Shout out Jack.
What's the sexiest name for a woman?
Give us a letter too.
A.
Alyssa?
No.
Not Alyssa.
I want to go. Hear me out here.
Wait, what's...
Hear me out here.
What?
Allison.
Allison.
You ever get turned on by a girl named Allison? Has a girl named Allison ever turned you on?
Dude, I don't talk to girls, okay? Fuck, man.
The
Like, I
girl
wish.
named Allison has turned me on.
No, Allison.
Okay.
Damn. That would be my number one.
Audrey.
Not Audrey.
Aubrey, like
Aubrey,
Drake.
yeah.
Not Aubrey.
Elise.
No.
That's a terrible name. Anyway.
Elise is tough.
A.
There is a big hint that would
Ava?
give this away.
Ava.
Not
Ava
Ava.
Adams.
Ava.
Alex.
No, not Alex. Not Ava.
Alexandra.
Not Alexandra.
Alexandra is a pretty
Tim
sexy
definitely searched it up.
looking name.
Don't look at Tim, bro.
I'm not. I mean, I'm looking at you and he's in my peripheral.
Okay.
A.
Can I give a hint?
Sure.
The name is an artist. Should be an easy hint.
Adele.
No.
Is your answer Adele?
I mean, that's my answer.
Are you penciling in that answer?
He's my teammate.
That is the correct answer.
No
The
way.
Sexiest name
No
for
way.
a woman is Adele.
Really?
Swear to God.
Gave you the answer. Why are you
No,
so
I didn't.
pumped?
No, I didn't.
What other artist starts with an A?
I don't know. I thought Adele would not be the sexiest name in the world. I know one person in the world named Adele, and I like her music, sure, but she's a little big.
Yeah, and that is apparently the sexiest name for a woman.
That's gonna be my daughter's name.
Adele.
Why do you want that to be your
Yeah, why do you want your daughter's name to be sexy?
Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna name my daughter like Chad or something.
Chad. I'm
That's-
naming my daughter Beatrice.
That checks out.
I'm gonna name my daughter Shithead.
Holy fuck, that's funny. Guys, that is it right now for episode 62 of the Squad Brunch podcast.
I'm
We're
gonna name
take-
my daughter. Sorry, I'm gonna name my daughter Taken. So when a guy comes up to her and is like, "What's your name?" Taken. He just leaves.
Okay. I mean, kind of
Fuck,
a high,
Can we cut that out?
kind of a high IQ, kind of a high
I
IQ
really
name.
thought you would have liked that one.
No, that's a high IQ name, but like that
I'd rather go
you're
for
just
like
gonna hate
I don't
our
know,
life.
like vagina tube or something. Something
Nah.
that no one's gonna fuck with. Like I'm not gonna date a girl named Vagina Tube. Like,
Yeah, but you need
What's up,
to
VT?
You need to call. You need to call your daughter that.
yeah, the full name. Vagina Tube, get down here.
Ew, dude.
It's her name, bro. Relax.
I'm not naming my daughter that.
neither.
Listen, guys, this is the end of Squad Brunch podcast episode 62. We are going to be taking a kind of a rebrand, a little bit of break through the month of December. We're not going to be together, us three, until the new year. So we will be coming back in 2024 with a little bit of different format. We are excited about it. Comment down below anything you guys want to see new on the podcast. Hopefully some guests in 2024. That'll be really cool.
Yeah, let us know like where you guys think this can go because
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be using the month of December to just plan 2024.
Yeah.
We're gonna still be posting weekly on our main channel with some videos that you guys have liked in the past. We're going to be doing a recap too of our entire, last couple years and where we're going to be going in the future with content. And a part of that content is also this podcast. So since, Buzzing Across America videos, are done, we don't really have a lot to talk about during, the first 40 minutes of the podcast. And we don't want to do some like TikTok-y, podcast. There's going to be just like strictly for clips. So let us know what you guys would want to like see from us. What guests maybe you want to do.
Yep.
We were thinking something along the lines of like a regular guest-based podcast, but a little bit more bro-y in the sense of like getting to know, some untold party stories maybe from some, important people, and not just like the regular, like, how do start your business and shit like that. That would be for a whole...
A little less PR.
Yeah, a little less PR, and just kind of chilling with the boys. What you would shoot the shit with at your boys with, like, at Squad Brunch, straight up. Yeah. Name, I don't think it's going to be changing at all. Maybe the vibe a little bit. But, yeah, let us know what you want to see. We're doing this at the end of the day for you guys. We enjoy doing it a lot. Yeah. But, we're here to entertain you guys at the end of the day, so let us know what you want to see. But, yeah, we appreciate, I would say, fucking you guys watching. The loyal... We have a loyal, like, 2,000...
Every week.
Every single week. And you guys lock in, you dial in, you let us know what you think of it. And we appreciate that. I think it's pretty crazy. It's small on a computer screen, but when you like really think about it, it's 2,000 people tuning in to watch you guys talk for an hour. And
it's fucking awesome. It's honestly just cool to have like a group of people that just like fuck with us and can relate to us too. You know what I mean? Like the stuff we say resonates with people. And it's great. Like we love answering your guys' questions too, like hearing your guys' problems, what's going on with your guys, the scene at school, parties, college, like let us know. We're here to help. And we want to honestly just give back in a dope way that you guys fuck with.
Yeah. Those questions actually today were pretty deep in the sense that gave us like a lot to talk about. Maybe we do like a bigger segment in the future of just like anything you guys want us to talk about. We will like give our opinion on. Maybe a little advice corner.
Advice with the boys.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't take my advice, but I'm here to give it.
You got enough experience. I think you could give some advice. Yeah. Some learning curves you've had that we've all had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We need to take a progress picture. Anyways, we will see you guys in 2024. Squad Brunch Podcast 62. I guess this is the end of like season 1 of the Squad Brunch podcast, we should say.
Yeah, it's a long 62 episodes. It's pretty long. I mean, it's just like it's chapter 1.
Chapter 1 of the Squad Brunch podcast closed. Chapter 2 coming in 2024. We're super stoked. Thank you guys for being a part of this so far, and we'll see you motherfuckers in the new year, baby.
Let's go, baby. Ciao.
Man.
Sorry. End it with a bang.